Hey everyone, so the weather is finally getting better now here in Sweden. There's the proof on the wall there, 20 degrees today. It is time for FjordTraffen to happen. It's the second one of the year. So I thought it'd be a really good excuse. I'm not going to film FjordTraffen, but I will film for the first time going out for a drive in the Pulsar so you can have a listen to it and have a look at it and yeah, kind of see why I think it's such a cool little car. Now, before we get the car out, I just thought I'd give you a quick update on where I am with it and what I've done in the past month, because I've driven it once and the rest of the time it's been in the garage. So let's have a little look around it and see what I've been up to. So let us start with the rear of the car. I've cleaned and polished the rear lenses and tidied up all the wiring. I have got rid of some horrible stickers that were there, and I've got rid of the mud flaps that were sat on the rear bumper, and I've also removed the rear crash bar, so I've saved 3 kilos or something, I can't remember there. We've also got, this has been repainted and these have been all cleaned and refurbished. Obviously got the private plate, really happy with that they would let me have that, and this has been filled in and smoothed as well, so this is kind of all looking nice and tidy. If we look in the boot, you will hopefully see in the Japanese cave that the washer bottle is now in the back of the car. That's one of the most recent videos that I posted. And the rear door cards are gone, and the rear carpets are gone, and the rear seats are gone, and all the belts are gone, which has saved, I can't remember how much, I'll put it up in the video. So that is kind of phase one of what I want to do with this car, with that part of the interior. Yeah, so that's all looking kind of pretty good, and I've also cleaned up all the wiring that I can so far because it was quite messy. Previous owner having some fun, I think. So let's have a look inside the front of the car now. So the window door handles have been removed, got rid of those because I've got rid of the window motors, more weight saved. So the windows are now fixed. And then if we kind of look elsewhere inside, you'll see I've basically cleaned various things up. I've got rid of the speakers, I've got rid of the stereo, I replaced the center console. The gauges that were white, if you remember, the original black ones were hidden underneath, so they're now black again and looking great. And I've kind of tidied all that up too. Oh yeah, and I've fitted my little USB, if you can see it. USB charger there instead of the cigarette lighter. So kind of lots of little improvements. Again, lots of wiring and things that have been fixed and improved and done where people have tapped in for all kinds of things over the years and then just left tape in place and God knows what else. So all that's been removed and tidied. We look at the driver's side. We have got our little footrest, can't see it because it's too dark, but trust me, it's there, that I've put in place to get rid of the hole in the carpet. In the door here, this is the panel, this is the control panel for the central locking, so I've left that in there for now. That's why that is there, looking weird. We've got our turbo timer that's fitted up there, and here's our lovely, you can't see them because it's too dark, our lovely black gauges, and here is our boost gauge. So I've made this was actually a job that I did today. I've made the little A-pod here, bought from Alibaba and cut it all down to size. And oh yeah, forgot one final thing is, you probably can't see, but I've removed the grab handles and I've removed the sun visors and I've replaced where they were with little custom blanks. If you can see those or not, I'm not sure. So that is kind of what's been happening with the interior. Quite a bit has gone on there. I'm really happy with the progress that have been made. Nothing under the bonnet really as yet to show. The scuttle panel here and the wipers, that's all been refurbished and refreshed by me. And the biggest change so far has been the front bumper. So we've got, well, this has been cut out and the number plate's been moved over there, and the splitter from the Laguna has been sprayed white, and it's all been fitted up and secured and all looking good. We've got new front lights. I've replaced all the bulbs everywhere on the car. That includes in the dash as well. So yeah, lots of little things have gone on, and lots of things on the way that I've ordered that I'm waiting for next jobs and things like that. So lots of things to come. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of where we are. So I'm happy with the progress so far. Lots of little jobs, and because I've got some bills to pay on the Evo, I have been trying to do stuff that doesn't really cost a lot of money. So I've been doing kind of free things and things where I've already got stuff. So that's why I've been doing the jobs that I've been doing. Anyway, that said, now we can get the car started, get it out the garage and go for a little drive. So this is only the second time I've driven the Pulsar now. I've never driven one before in my life. The first drive was a very short drive, but that was enough to leave an impression on me. And this video isn't going to be a proper review because I don't really do them so much, and I need more time and I need more experience with the car in order to do that. So this is just like a little sneaky drive tonight because people have asked for one, and I wanted to do one. So the first drive I had, that left an impression on me already. And anyone who's owned or driven a 90s JDM car will know what I mean when I say this thing just has a personality and a character and like an aura and vibe about it. And it's the smell, it's the sound, and especially with this car, I mean the Evo looks like something silly, so you kind of expect it to be silly. But apart from the bonnet, where you can see this, hopefully you'll see it from the POV ahead of you and you think that's not normal, and the rear wing, other than that, nothing inside, nothing outside gives the game away, is the fact that this is a four-wheel drive turbocharged rally car from the 90s. It's awesome and I love it, but when you're in it you start to hear the noises that it makes and you think that's not normal, and then the performance that it has, you're kind of like, wow, that isn't normal, and it's just, it doesn't seem like what the car is. It's like, it's a real wolf in sheep's clothing, this car. I know the bonnet vents are pretty extreme and stuff, but you really get caught out by the experience that you get with it. It is basically a little mini rally car on the road. I mean, this is what the GTiR Yaris could have been. Bearing in mind it's 30 years since this was made to the GTiR Yaris, and everyone's raving about the Yaris. But this and things like this and the 323 Familiar GTR, these were the first four-wheel drive hatchback rally cars in the 90s, and things haven't really improved. If anything, they've got worse. This is just raw, it's pure, it makes noises, it stinks, and I love it. So now I've got an open road ahead of us and the car's warmed up a little bit, just put my foot down a little bit, and before we do the POV stuff, you can hear the sounds. Bearing in mind we're in fourth gear now, we're doing 85 kilometers an hour, but have a listen, hopefully, to the classic SR20 engine noise. You ready? Can you hear that? That is just, when I heard it make that sound, that was it, my mind was blown. It's like, that to me is the holy grail of sounds, that like wastegate, turbo flutter, chatter, dump valvey, kind of recirculating noise. It is the best sound ever, and it's so addictive, and I love it, and I'm so chuffed that I have a car that does it, because I've had cars that have done it in the past, but my Evo doesn't do it. As much as I love my Evo, this sound is something else. Anyway, I'll stop going on and we'll get some POV footage now of the drive. That's all we're going to do, is some POV footage, and then that'll be the end of this video, but hopefully that's enough to kind of whet your appetite. Sorry, I'm too excited. Probably tell I'm really excited. Hopefully that's enough to whet your appetite for future videos when we go driving in this car. for this video. Hopefully you can hear me okay, and hopefully you've enjoyed watching this and got a little taste for the sounds of this car and kind of what this car is like to drive. If the sounds don't come across that well, I will hopefully get many more videos and try to do a better job with capturing the sound, putting mics in different places. But yeah, off to FjordTraffen now, and thank you for watching. Until the next video, which will probably be me dicking around more with the Pulsar.